Hello students, this is the sixth video of science, and in this video I will start chapter number 4, sorting materials into group. Now coming to the first slide, first of all let us understand the meaning of terms sorting, materials and group, which will help you to understand the chapter very well. First let us see sorting. Sorting means what? It is separation. Whenever your parents bring grocery to your house every month, you separate them, like soaps are kept another side, and then you keep biscuit and all in to some other places. So in this way you are separating this. Everything is mixed up and you are separating. This is known as sorting. Next is material. A substance used in making different objects is known as material. There are many objects which you can see around yourself. So the substances which are used in making it is known as, such as for example you can take table. For making table, what all things are used? It is wood, nail, sun mica, etc. So it is known as material, the substance which is used in making different objects. Next is group. Group is a collection of people, organization or thing which are considered together because they have something in common. Yes, for this the best example is our school houses, in which you can see different students are in different houses like Agastyamalai, Nilgiri, like this, so on. So I suppose these three words are clear to you: sorting, material, and group. Coming to the next slide. So the topics which we are going to cover in this chapters are, first of all, classification and necessities for classification. Second, advantages of classification. Third, materials. Fourth, physical properties of material which helps in sorting. They are, first one, appearance. On the basis of appearance, they can be separated. It can be shiny or dull. Second, hardness or softness. Third, solubility. It is soluble or insoluble. Fourth one is floating or sinking. Substance which is floating on water, which is sinking in water, sinking in water. The fifth one is transparency, which includes three terms: transparent, translucent, and opaque. And today in this video, we will be learning about classification and necessities for classification, advantages of classification, materials, and in physical properties, we will learn about appearance and hardness or softness. Now, coming to the first topic, that is classification and necessity for classification. Arrangement of material or thing into different groups or classes on the basis of their common properties known as classification. This is the definition of classification. Like we have certain substances with us. How will you, like in library, many books are there, okay? You could have seen that in library books are arranged according to the subject, according to shape, according to size, in this way. So why it is done so? See, this classification is done on these all bases like shape, size, color, use and convenience, or any other quality. So why do these kind of things are done? Why it is classified in this way? In library, why do you see that books are classified, are kept in such a way? Or another example you can take, whenever you visit to mall or big bazaar. Big bazaar you can go, or Reliance Smart you can go. There you can see that the groceries items are kept on their particular rack. You can see that toothpaste and all are kept at one place, biscuits are kept at one places, daily uses creams and powder are kept at one place, cosmetics are kept at another place. You can see rice, dal, pulses, they are kept at another place. Why this is made so? Why the people they have arranged it in such a way? The reason behind is this is, first one, it helps in identification of object. Yes, you want to buy biscuit, then you will go straight away to the corner of the biscuit side. Second, easy to locate things. Yes, easily you can locate the things that yes, this substance which I need is kept over here. Thirdly, make study easy and more meaningful. Yes, when it comes to the part of studies, what happens when you go to library, you want to take the book of particular subject like science or math, then you will go to that particular place and you will take out the book. Okay, and in more benefit of this is in the broader way also it will be there. In higher classes you will learn. And next, it saves your time. Yes, this is one of the most important advantage, that it saves our time very much. Okay, so these are the advantages of classification. Now coming to the next one. What is material? Material, as I explained you earlier, a substance used in making different objects is known as materials. Materials can be of two types, natural and man-made. Natural material, one of the example which I have given you, wool, is obtained from sheep. Yes, and many other examples are also there. The second one is man-made. It is plastics or objects made of plastic is a man-made, is made by humans. You can see the picture over. It is a picture of a fork. Here you can see it is made up of plastic and it is man-made. Many other materials are also there, which are man-made materials. So basically, it says that the different for preparing different objects, different things which are required, they are known as material. Okay. Next is coming to properties of material. First property is appearance. You would have seen many objects around yourself. Some are big, some are small, some are shining, some are dull, some are soft, some are hard. Okay, so here we will discuss about appearance, means how when we are seeing it, how it looks to us, how it appears to us. So some materials like gold ornaments has a shiny appearance. You must have seen gold ornaments your mother wearing. It is having shining appearance. In terms of science, this shiny appearance is called lustrous. Okay, another term for shining appearance in terms of science is lustrous. Whereas some material have dull appearance like stone, etc. They are called as non-lustrous. You would have seen example stone is given. It is very much clear to you that stone, wood or paper, whatever you see, it will be having dull appearance. It will not shine as gold and diamond. So it is known as non-lustrous. So on the basis of appearance of materials are divided into two types. First one is shining, that is lustrous. Example diamond and gold. Here are the picture of shining. You can see this gold and diamond, they are shining, they are sparkling. And next is dull, that is non-lustrous, which is wood and paper. Here is the picture of wood. You can see that it is not lustrous, it is not shiny. So first property is on the basis of appearance we can classify the object. Certain object which has been given, it has been mentioned that classify it on the basis of appearance, then in this way we can classify it. Now coming to hardness. When the surface of two different material are rubbed against each other, then the surface which scratches is said to be hard and it cannot be compressed easily. And the surface which gets scratched is said to be soft and it can be compressed easily. Yes. When we are rubbing, suppose we are taking two objects. Okay. For example, I have taken in one hand I have taken wood and in other hand I have taken some sponge and all. Now with wood I am just rubbing the sponge. What will happen? Not a single scratch you can find on the stone, but on foam you can find that foam get distorted after rubbing it continuously. So, on this basis we can see that all materials can be divided into two groups on the basis of their hardness and softness. First of all, you will see the example of soft material, material which can be compressed or scratched easily. Example, foam, sponge, wool, etc. And the material, second is hard material, material which are difficult to compress. Example, diamond, iron nail, etc. They are known as hard material. Okay. With this two picture, it must be clear to you that which is soft and which is hard material. Okay, students, I hope this must be clear. This is also the second criteria for segregating or sorting the materials which you get. If it is asked that on the basis of hardness you segregate it, then this is the property on which basis you can segregate it. Okay, student, thank you. This was all for this video. This is the part 1 of your chapter, and part 2 video will be containing the next of the topics. Thank you, students.